just raise my hand.
All right. Going live on Instagram.
And there we go on YouTube.
And oh yeah. Oh gosh. All right. All right. It hasn't said anything yet. Hold on one second.
All right. Well, YouTube's running, so say hello, YouTube.
Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, joined with Annie and Eric. Good morning, my friends. How are you guys all doing?
Annie's outside, so I'm assuming she's doing well, but I am doing great. The weather is beautiful.
It is a beautiful day today, that's for sure. Obviously we always go in the morning and say what day it is. I'm going to go ahead and trump Eric real quick before I actually get started today. And today we are going to Mama Lola. And guys, Mama Lola, if I may, is going to be laid to rest today. So her 96 years has finally come to a halt, and today we, as a family, will lay her to rest. I wanted to talk a little bit about her and kind of like share with you guys the kind of like the life that she lived. Being born in 1924, who would have known or thought some of the stuff that was actually going to be going down throughout the times of years. So being here for 96 years, she's seen a lot, and she's had, a tremendous amount of support here locally because of her family that she's raised. And she was actually born in Jerome, Arizona. She's lived there until she was 10 years old. And I guess her father was a miner. And so they were mining back in the days, and that's where she met her husband. Um, and you know what? Actually, I think I messed that one up because I think that she actually met her husband down in Mexico. But anyways, they had a tremendous time here, and they ended up in Prescott, Arizona. And here she has resided for up to 64 to close to 65 years, maybe even more. We haven't really established the time, but my mom was trying to figure it out by which son was born here in Prescott. So I think my Uncle Froy was the one that was born here in Prescott. So today she's going to have all of her siblings and her children and their children and their children and quite possibly their children. They're going to be basically here in Prescott, Arizona. So today is going to be the day that we honor Grandma Lola. She lived here a great year. So born in 1924 and died in 2020. And it was kind of crazy to see half of the stuff that I saw, as growing up. I wasn't really that close to my mom's side of the family, so it's kind of a little bit more personal for me, because when you don't have a chance to know your family or your grandparents or even get to know them. And you guys got to understand one thing too: the reason why I didn't really wasn't that close is because she spoke Spanish, and she always wanted me to learn Spanish. And so that's the reason why I'm actually going to go out of my, not out of my way, but that's the reason why I said I'm going to learn a new habit, and Spanish is going to be one of them. I know it's a little bit too late because I can't enjoy a conversation with my grandmother, but I think it's now time to go ahead and give me some good, what would you say, good habits. And I think that's one of them that could possibly be a very effective tool, so I could go ahead and speak to, people in Spanish, and then I could teach you guys how to speak Spanish. So, anyways, today is going to be a very somber, but then again, a very blessed day for a blessed celebration. Because as soon as the funeral is over, we're going back to her house down over here, downtown Prescott, and we're going to have a fiesta. I think that's exactly what's going to be happening today. And the brothers and sisters, the cousins, they're all in town, and I swear there's not one dull moment, because we are all hilarious people, and we like to joke a lot. I mean, as soon as I started hanging out with the family that I haven't really hung out, I was like, I was really honestly impressed by the comedians that are in my family. So I'm like, dude, this is definitely my family. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to go ahead and give my condolences to my grandmother and give her the opportunity this morning. So today will be Grandma Lola's day. And sorry, Eric, I didn't mean to take your morning or your day, but just had to go ahead make it happen. So,
Sam
anyways,
Martin, that is so awesome. I mean, and that you're honoring her by learning Spanish is so cool. And the other thing, I mean, she was born in Jerome. How many people do we know? I don't think I know any that were born in Jerome, especially in that time period. Man, that was a different place than it is today. I mean, wow, that's such an incredible story.
yeah, it is. I mean, my father was born in Jerome as well. So,
Really?
we have a very extensive family that is, he actually left Jerome because of the World War II that was happening, and my grandmother ended up bringing him to Prescott because obviously the people that were in the what do you call it, the mining, all got called to war. So grandma ended up bringing him down to Prescott, and this is where we've been ever since then. So here I am. That's the reason why Prescott is my home, and this is where the family roams. So, guys, it's a very extensive family. So, if you guys see a big group of burly guys, man, that's probably my brothers and family. So, we're going to be inhabiting Prescott, Arizona for next couple of days. So, it's a good day, but then also a very somber day. So we've had our chance to mourn. So today we'll celebrate, and I mean, obviously, some tears are going to be shed, and it happens. But with that being said, let's get into what we're doing today.
All
We
right.
want
Well, what day it is? Don't let me pass over it.
All right, go
I know
for
there's gonna
it.
be some disappointment, especially Haley's watching, because I know it is Mad Hatter Day.
Ooh,
Yeah. Oh, I see Annie. Annie knows. Yep.
that's funny. Mad Hatter Day is that the? Wait. Tell me what Mad Hatter Day is.
Go ahead, Annie.
Mad Hatter Day. Well, I'm assuming it's Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland.
Yep. It
That's
is.
all. I was the Queen of Hearts last year, and I kind of wrote my husband into a few too many Halloween parties.
That's so funny. I've never been a really big like oh, here we go. Okay, so the new Mad Hatter is like literally like freaky looking, but at the same time, the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland looks pretty kind of like, he looks like you could go ahead and approach him. I mean, he looks approachable. Here, let me go ahead and show you guys. If you guys don't know what Mad Hatter Day is, let's go ahead and see if we can figure if you guys could get me freshened up with that.
And I could be wrong. I'm going back into my school history. I believe that it came from the hat makers that used to make the hats would be painting with like heavy metal, radioactive type paint, and it would literally drive them insane because that's what was in the paints way back when. And so a lot of the hat makers actually went insane.
That's crazy. I mean, like, how does that work out? I mean, like, really, how does that work out? Uh, I
Yeah,
mean,
crazy where this all stuff comes from, right? And then it becomes a Disney movie.
Two, two
Two.
Disney.
so now what do you think the movie Alice in Wonderland was literally talking about hallucinogens?
I've been on the fence on that one. I don't know. I don't know either way. I don't. No comment. I don't know.
No comment. I don't know. I actually really honestly thought that it was a pretty big like influenced by that, because you know how they always say going down the rabbit's hole, and in Alice in Wonderland, that's exactly what they do. They're like, follow me, and then they go down the rabbit hole. And I don't know, there's a lot of terms, or even I guess what would they say when people actually say something, they're like, oh,
I was thinking that it was made in the 60s, and that would maybe explain it. But no, the original Alice in Wonderland came out in 1951.
oh wow. What do you mean the original one? There's
The
two of
original
them?
one, the original one by yeah, that's what Annie's saying. The original one by Disney, the animation one came out in 1951. I think they did a remake with Johnny Depp like 5 years ago. Annie's knows.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They
I
did.
was curious. Is that when they still put cocaine in Coca-Cola?
Ah,
Wow, that was actually pretty crazy. I mean, did you guys see all the medicines from back in the days? I know we're getting off on a freaking squirrel moment, but the medicine that was actually released back in the days, and then the ingredients was literally cocaine, and it had alcohol, and it had THC, and I mean it had a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But just imagine if you guys were to go ahead and take a little spoonful of that. what
Almost everything, all the elixirs had some type of alcohol in it. And there was, when they were digging up downtown in Prescott, I believe under the parking garage, there was a huge whatchamacallit house there, and they actually found a bunch of elixirs that they were digging, when they were building that parking garage, that they uncovered. And when they tested it, it was like 80% alcohol, where half the elixirs were and half of the drug stuff was. And yeah, at the very least, these things would make you feel better. I don't know if they do anything, but they sure make you feel good.
Go ahead, Annie. I love it.
I want to clarify that we are not advocating for any sort of drinking to help fix ailments.
This is true.
I don't know, man. I mean, we might be able to go ahead and just insinuate a little bit of it. I guess in moderation, Annie, in moderation. That's what Ceci said the other day. Kiki has a little friend, and she's like, and when she's with us, she's always like, fast food, fast food. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Kinsley, you're not allowed to choose our food anymore because you love fast foods too much. And she goes, why are they bad? And I was like, oh, that's a Ceci question. And so Ceci was like, they all have chemicals. And so anyways, now Kenzie's like, is this good for you? So anyways.
Crazy. Yeah. All right. So anyway, on to the news. What do we got?
Well, today we have a lot. I mean, obviously we have a couple of things that are happening. Maybe I knew I was going to talk about something today.
Annie, what do you got?
I just have one Chino update. Well, I might go squirrel. Okay, so our boys and girls high school soccer team, rocking it. I am so proud. And when there's two kids that you love in your home and they both play JV and varsity, it makes for a lot of soccer games. But with that being said, AYSO 1410 here in Chino Valley literally raised those kids up to where they are today. And we all want our kids to get back to normal, but AYSO out here needs your help. And you can find them on Facebook at Chino Soccer or chinosoccer.com. We're going to have a shortened season this year, but we need parents to step in, sideline refs, anything. We really need help. And coaching, if you want to be an awesome person and coach, you can go all the way up to U12 without needing to do the in-person coaching. It's a lot of fun, and our region I think is awesome, and we've raised these kids, and it really does take a village. So if you want to get your kiddos in soccer, it's from 3 on up, and that's it. We need volunteers. That's all I got.
Dude,
now you can
Instagram that you can hear. I promise they're here, guys. Sorry. Dude, I never got into soccer, but whenever I played, I was actually pretty cool at it. They're like, Martin, don't you play soccer? I was like, nah, I just think that I'm natural at kicking the balls. No pun intended.
And Regina has also added here that the CVPD, so Chino Valley Police Department barbecue, is this Saturday at Memorial Park.
Memory Park.
Sorry. Yes, Memory Park.
It's on Voss Drive, but yeah, in Memory Park.
Oh, okay. So, Haley, you love the Mad Hatter. I need you to submit a picture right now. I want to see you in your hat. Does she have a hat, Eric?
I don't think she has a hat. I don't think she'd wear it either.
What? You can't love a time and not have a hat. We got to have a hat. That's going to be my gift for her. She's going to have to wear it next year on Mad Hatter Day.
There you go. I think she'll take you up on it.
Nice. Let's do it.
Hey, guys, I have to interrupt. One, no women at a speakeasy, which okay, fine. I'll save my New Year's outfit for next New Year's. Didn't do me very well this year. And 2, we need more information on the gala. We need, if I'm going to dress up, I'm excited. I want information on the gala.
Okay, let me go ahead and pull it up. Until then, let's go ahead and also talk about some of the events that are happening. But you know what? Okay, so I got to talk a little bit about this whole little flu season, and everybody's coming with the flu. I have some information right now that I'm just kind of like wondering about it, because it's like sometimes you wonder if if I don't know. Sometimes when you read something, you're just like, what did they just say? Like some math problems, and in some like questions in general, they'll give you a multiple choice, and you're just like, all of them are right. It depends on who you are, right? Is that how sometimes how it works? Sometimes it works like that. So, anyways, I ended up getting an email yesterday from the Yavapai County Health Department, and they are very excited in the village of Oak Creek. And this is the reason why. They said they provided 90 flu vaccinations on Friday in Mayor. Sorry, let me take that, for the Village of Oak Creek Association Clinic. And I don't know why they said in Mayor. The public health nurses provided 72 vaccinations. Once again, I don't know, understand this. Today, flu clinic is being held at the Prescott Library in 20 at 2 p.m. But the health experts' biggest fear for the 2020-2021 flu season is a twindemic, where cases of influenza pile on top of the already burdensome number of COVID-19 cases. I don't know about you guys, man. I'm just a little bit like weirded out by this. Like, if you are injecting yourself with the flu like virus, wouldn't you expect it to go up? I mean, isn't that like the overall question of some sorts of like when they actually give you the shot? A lot of people are talking about what are the stuff that are in them, and so I'm just kind of like weirded out by it. Like, okay, so of course you're going to see an increase of it. So anyways, I was kind of like founded by that. I was like, what is really going on? So anyways.
Well, so it is important that those clinics are going around, and if you're in the at-risk group, you need to take your doctor's advice and do what they tell you to do, because what they're saying, twindemic. Remember how we talked about, what was it, bending the curve in the spring? If we have a bunch of flu people and we have a bunch of COVID people, that means the hospitals won't have room for anybody else, and that's what they're afraid of when they say twindemic. I don't know that you could get both at the same time. If you could, you'd probably be dead. But the idea would be, the hospitals in our medical situation will be overwhelmed if we have a big flu season and a big COVID season. So the idea is don't get either.
Right on. Okay, so hey, Greg, I know that you're really, really advocating for that shooting range prize. Regina is the one that you will go see, and you'll go see her at the shooting range. Yep.
Yep, there it is. Annie's got them in hand. So Annie, just going to leave that with Regina. I know she's got some, but just so we don't steal more passes.
Right. Don't steal no more passes. But that is actually an awesome shooting range. So you guys could go out there. It has the short range, mid range, and the long range is getting ready to be, I guess, constructed here soon. I don't know. Do you have an update on that, Annie?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
And
No.
I think Regina's going to have to comment, right?
Yeah. Regina, no,
how's
but I know I had a fundraising effort on it too, also, I believe. Regina, please comment.
Yeah, when's that? Was it 200-yard or 100-yard range is going to be finished? I can't remember.
I thought it was a 100-yard, right?
Is it 100? I thought they had 100.
Oh no, maybe it is. I don't know, Eric. I mean, I remember looking at it. I was like, man, that's a pretty long range. I didn't go out there and step it out. I'll be like, give me that tape measure. I got things to do today.
Regina's saying they have grants in hand. So that is exciting to see that expand. Yay. That is awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yay. Good job. Grants are amazing.
Yes.
Good job. And they're hard to get. So
they are. Wow. Grants are really hard to get. So good job on them. And Regina's saying it's a 200-yard range. So that's amazing to have one in the area.
And with fire restrictions, my husband, before he went on his hunt with his buddy, went up to that range to sight in the rifles. So it's a good place, and it's fire safety and cleared. And please don't go out and start a fire. Go to a safe place. And
we haven't talked about it in a while, but yeah, we are still under stage 1 or stage 2 fire restrictions, right? I mean, that means no shooting in the forest, which I think a lot of people this time of year are like, oh, I can just go out and shoot.
Yeah, no, don't do that because it's really dry out there. And like you were saying this morning on our little morning chat, you're just like, man, it's drier than a bone out there. A dead bone, obviously, but at the same time, yeah, it's really, really,
I
really.
was looking through memories this morning and joking with Annie and San Martin. 10 years ago, we were under a tornado watch in Prescott, and here it is. I haven't seen a cloud in the sky for weeks.
Wow, we should do like a this day in history in Prescott, Arizona, because I think I remember that. I mean, I thought I was
It
like,
was a big deal.
yeah, it was. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, out there close to, was it close to Prescott Valley or Chino Valley or something?
It was between downtown Prescott and Chino, if I remember right.
Oh wow, man, that'd be kind of cool to go back. So, guys, I was actually in Walgreens the other day, and there was this section of Prescott history books, and man, I was really impressed. There's a man by the name of Parker Anderson. He's a historian here locally in Prescott, and he wrote several books, and now they're on for sale at Walgreens, and I was really impressed. I'll shoot you guys the picture of the books. But yeah, if you guys want to know a little bit more about Prescott's history, you could go ahead and find that. Or we could go ahead and get Parker Anderson to start implementing some this day in history for the Prescott Times page. I mean, I don't know. We could make something happen.
That would be cool. Yeah, we actually buy those books and put them in the vacation houses so people can catch up on their history when they come to town.
Nice. See, that's big. That's huge. What is Addie doing over there? She's dancing with her camera.
No, this beautiful ray of sunlight keeps hitting me, and so I'm trying to move around so it's
It,
not my
it's
face.
like coming out of your head. Yeah.
it's the
Probably highlighting my gray hairs, Ceci. I know I need to get into Desert Rose.
it's,
I
it's
know.
the aura. It's the aura around you, my friend. So I ended up posting about the gala. So let me go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about it. It's on October 17th. And let me go ahead and give you the information from the page. There are more than 2.9 million breast cancer survivors in the US today. The largest group of all cancer survivors nationwide are local, the YMC Foundation, the Breast Care Center at YMC, Los Pinos Restaurant, Summit 4x4 Club, Summit 4x4 Girls Club, Summit 4x4 Company. I don't know how many 4x4 companies you need in one company, but hey, guess what? They got a few. Then have joined forces to fight breast cancer in Yavapai County. We are remembering angels. We are remembering angels. I think her name is Angel. And that's Will, the owner of Los Pinos's wife. So this is the reason why he's taking it on as well. So save the date, Saturday, October 17, 2020. This purposeful and fun-filled day starts with an early morning off-road run, live silent auction, 50-50 raffle, tickets available for $5, poker run, it's a $10 entry. First place is 25% of it. Lunch buffet is available for $20 per person or 50 for a vehicle for four. Evening gala is from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tickets are $100 and are limited. Buy tickets in advance here, which is going to be. I already posted the link on the page. So if you guys want to go down there and support it, or if you don't want to go to any of it, you can go ahead and also sponsor the event or even donate. Which they're trying to raise, I think, 40 to $50,000. Last year they did really well as like how much money they raised. Will as far as Los Pinos. So I'm really happy that he's taking it on this year, and we're going to be a part of it. We're going to be sharing a little bit of all this information on our pages. We will be posting all the information from here on out. We have 10 days, 11 days to go ahead and get that packed out and ready to go. So we'll see what the capacity is. As the first time we actually had the interview, it was already halfway filled up. So that was like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, we'll make it work though. We'll make it work. Oh my gosh, today is such a big day. What do you guys have planned for the day?
I guess what I have, guys. Guess what I have planned for the day. Just take a guess.
You're gonna be dealing with the heifer behind you. What's he doing? Is that a dog or is that a cow?
Those are 4 steers. Fred went into the corral this morning because he's going to be heading out soon. But okay, take another. That's what I did this morning. Now take another guess. I mean, just a wild, random one. What I talk about all the time.
Soccer. Soccer.
Okay, soccer. Yes, good call.
Going soccer, guys. Going soccer.
Boys soccer is leaving. Chino soccer's rocking it. Boys are playing away, and girls have a home game 6 o'clock tonight under the lights. And I will be selling fan gear, and we'll be at the will call. So, soccer, 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 always.
Love it. I mean, I never, like I said, I've always, when I was growing up, I was always a baseball guy, football guy, and boxing guy. So it all worked in timing. And then when I got to high school, it went from football to wrestling and then boxing. And I was just completely a freaking sports advocate. My dad, to this day, I think this is the reason why he has bad kidneys and high blood pressure is because he's a huge sports fan. And when it doesn't go his way, and his favorite teams are the New York Yankees for baseball. For football, it's the Dallas Cowboys. For college, is the Sun Devils, man. And so when they're not doing good, oh my gosh, yeah, it's not a good day to be in the house. In some days I won't call them for if the Dallas Cowboys lose. I won't call them for like a day because I know it will take them a day to go ahead and like calm down. So and then I'll just nonchalantly ask them, "Hey, how's the Cowboys doing?" And yeah, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But at the same time, my dad's always going to be the same. I'm glad he's kind of like slowed down a little bit, but at the same time, man, my dad's an advocate. So I don't know. I don't know if I have still the same amount of heart for it. But, anyways, it's a good day for sports advocates out there.
Eric, what are you doing today?
Oh, it is work, work, work.
Yeah, you're kind of like catching up from your weekend of fun, man.
Yeah. No, as speaking of thank you, yeah. So we went through Skull Valley last night on the way home, and the train track things were down, and they're so awesome there. So we couldn't get through. Nobody could get through, and townspeople were literally lifting up the uh, the lifters manually so people could drive through. I mean, there was no sheriff there, no ADOT people there, just random town people that were all standing around directing traffic and manually lifting them up so people could get through the town. Otherwise, they'd be stuck. And that was so awesome to see.
Jeez, that's cool. And what town was that?
Skull Valley. So I'm sure hopefully we have some Skull Valley listeners here since they're part of the 8-6.
Yes, most definitely. There's a lot of little small towns in the 863, so it's kind of like a crazy scene to see how many people are actually a part of that. We've been getting messages from several people from around the way, so we really appreciate the listeners out there that are doing their thing. We actually appreciate everybody that's actually giving their thing. I know for a fact that we need to get the top fans thing back going, and I was like so into it. Then all of a sudden having that little wah 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 moment, I'm just like, ugh. When it doesn't go your my way, I get very, very frustrated. And I'm like, how do I fix this? How do I fix this? So, anyways, we want to get back to the top fans and everybody that is actually joining. We need you to share, like, comment on everything as far as YouTube. We need subscribers over there in order for us to go ahead and have a couple actual, I guess, uh, what do they call it? Special privileges. So we need 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And so far, we're doing all right, but we need it in a big way. We might have to start paying people.
I think that's what Top Fan is.
Paid. Yeah, and there's a couple things that we will talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have a very extensive what's going on in the city, how many things are going on. I want to do a couple of interviews on some of the new businesses that are coming to town, and also some of the big things that are actually arousing in Chino Valley and Prescott Valley. I guess why the YMCA is going to be coming out to Prescott Valley. I guess they got some what do you call it? Some plans out or some suggested plans. That's funny. That's pretty
They
cool.
look great. I don't know if you saw Mayor Kell's we'll call prototypes, sketches. They look great. They really do. I don't know how far along it's going to be. And do you know they're like building a huge center out there, like RV center and sports center. And you know anything about what that all looks like?
No, I don't, but it looks huge. Like I
It
mean,
is
it's
huge. Yeah.
a big sports complex. So I don't. I mean, who knows? I'm gonna I'm gonna what do you call it? I really want to go ahead and start going getting out and meeting people. One of the things that I really want to advocate in the next few months or whatever is getting an actual studio. Now that is gonna be cool. Yes, we need to get an actual studio. So we needed like I got these crazy lights that I used for the show for what do you call it for the interview with Los Pinos, and I swear, man, I was like, yeah, I'm in a what do you call it, an actual studio, and everybody liked it, man. Everybody liked it. I oh okay,
Studio is a nice setup, so that's it's always nice to have.
nice, and
I just want to say it would be amazing because then y'all wouldn't hear the birds and see the cattle in the background. So I'd love a studio. That'd be great.
come on, I think it's an actual cool thing when people look at us in our natural environment. Like I mean, I think everybody knows, but I'm actually in the Desert Rose Salon. Like this is where the magic happens, guys. I only need a little small cubicle section of this place, and then the girls get the rest of the building here. And I swear to you guys, it's and when people walk in, you're like, oh, this is where you do the morning show. I'm like, yep. So we just need a corner, a little hole in the wall, man, and we'll make it beautiful behind us, and everything back on the other side. You guys don't need to worry about.
Oh,
Just
when we get a normal green light, we've got to do stuff like restaurants and stuff, and like that'd be fun.
yeah, there's going to be so many things that can actually be put out there. I mean, it's just endless. And then we could go ahead and bring people to the studio so they could go ahead and come in, and then we go interview them. Eventually this is going to be a little bit more extensive, but as of right now, being a grassroots news resource, or even a news like resource, it's kind of like really awesome to watch this thing grow. And I don't know if you guys are getting that. I saw you this morning on the morning show, man, but I get it all the time. It's freaking awesome, guys. I really honestly love it. So here, I just put a poll up. Do you guys like our show? If you do, press yes. If you don't, press no. And then we'll make you love us. I know we
Yeah,
do.
right. All right. Well, hey, on that note, making them love us, we are out of time. We actually went over. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, there's so much to talk about. And when we get chattering, guys, we could actually probably talk all day long. There's no doubt about it. We have like an opportunity to really honestly talk about a couple cool things. And there's a lot of things that we don't talk about. And you know where you guys can find that. You guys can go ahead and find that at theprescotttimes.com, and also on all of our little social avenues such as Prescott, such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Parlor. I know that I'm advocating a little bit for Parlor, but at the same time, they're all stands. They're all places that we can go ahead and get information out there. So if you guys have an opportunity to go ahead and check out our page, please do so. Please share our stuff, because without you guys, we basically don't even exist. So without that, with that being said, I appreciate you guys 100%. Once again, you guys came through. Annie, she has the birds in the background and the ray of light on top of her head. And I feel like God is saying something today, that you know what, today we woke up, so make today a good day. Um anyways
That's a great way to close it out, San Martin. That's a great make today a great day.
yes, guys, so peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war.
And remember, love always wins.